beginning, there was sound. Waves, frequencies, and vibrations entered our souls. The music was our survival, our drug. Life would remain incomplete without it. In a world full of hate, evil, and injustice, the music gave us hope, love, and a vision. It was a movement like no other. We are united, a strong force for the love of house. Prepare your mind, body, and soul for bangs. In the beginning, there was sound. Waves, frequencies, and vibrations entered our souls. The music in the beginning, there was sound. Waves, frequencies, and vibrations entered our souls. The music was our survival, our drug. Life would remain incomplete without it. In a world full of hate, evil, and injustice, the music gave us hope, love, and a vision. It was a movement like no other. We are united, a strong force for the love of house. Prepare your mind, body, and soul
What's that thing called when you feel like you're walking on a cloud? And every step you made all your life, wrong or right, led you to this place right here, right now, 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 right now.
Simulation.
This is the day your life will surely change. Simulation. 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 Why is there something and not nothing? Why am I here? Who am
Simulation.
This is the day your life will surely change. Simulation. Simulation.
Hey guys. I adjusted the sound a little bit. I moved the microphone away from my face. I took software out of the mix. I didn't like how it sounded yesterday. Every time I pronounced the letter P, the software got in the way. So if anything's possibly able to be improved, let me know in the chat. So we already got Hooligans here. Hooligan took a break from Minecraft and Lego, which he's no good at. Seattle John's here. Dr. Emmanuel Braden, MD, is answering medical questions in the chat. I am still tagging subscribers at a rapid pace, but I think it's going to end soon. And then the stream will clear up a little bit. I mentioned that the Studio Badgers are able to do 10x right now. And as soon as I said that, Lil Hooligan jumped all over it. You guys can take advantage of that. Now I've been up for a long time today. I was at my desk at 4, so I've been awake I've been here for 6 hours. And most of that time has been on calls with Ericsson and Crank. And we are talking about economy, engagement, growth, markets, all these things that that you want to have balanced, just perfect. But things are never going well because all the adjustments that you make to influence one of those things has an elastic counterbalance effect on one of the other things. So all the settings, all the configurations, they're always wrong. 100% of the time they're wrong. We just don't know which ones and by how much, ever. We never will. So this conversation that we had this morning has kind of been happening a little bit all week. And Ericsson and I, Dr. Ericsson and I, we were looking at the market, a P2B market, and I don't know how that came up, but what we decided to do was look at the amount of Millix that is introduced into circulation every day on Tangle.com, and then divide 9 quadrillion by that number. If we keep going the way we're going, how long will it take us to distribute all the Millix that's in existence? The answer is 100,000 years. 100,000 years. So then you say, well, we could be 1,000 times bigger. Instead of having 65,000 users on Tangled, we could have 65 million. And that would still make us the smallest social media platform that anyone's ever heard of. And then you're down to 100 years. Better. But we could also be putting Millix into the economy faster. Knowing that doing that, increase in circulation, could provide sell pressure on the price. That's what would happen. But also considering that for every 10,000 users that sign up on Tangle.com, one of them becomes a trader on P2B. One of them wants to accumulate Radmilix or Milix. So you're dealing with the law of large numbers, and there's fear everywhere, but you have to trust that these law of large numbers take hold, and everything's going to be okay. So I mentioned that because it was an argument. We had a long argument, hours, Erickson, Crank, and I, about what levers do we pull on Tangled to increase how much people earn without decreasing engagement by charging more and not flooding the market undeservedly. And so one of the ideas, so Erickson's original idea was make the default tip button, which currently sends 10,000 Milix from the audience to the creator, just increase that. You know, the new users that don't have much of a balance, they're not hitting that button anyway. He doesn't want to click into the post to tip 100,000 or a million. He wants a one click. And maybe I asked the question to the League of Nations group chat. We thought that maybe the default tip value goes from 10,000 to 100,000 if you have a pink badge. I mean, the pink badgers, it shouldn't mean too much for them to tip 100,000. And you want to have a new user who has the courage to make a post, you know, make at least a penny a day. That's a good start. So that was a thought. Another one of the levers that we can pull is the amount that you get paid for every view on your post. And right now it's 150 Milix per view. And that does two things. One thing is it encourages everybody to make a post and share it everywhere else that they have reach. Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, wherever you've got reach. If you share it, you're getting paid every time somebody clicks it. That's good. The other thing that it does is it gives somebody who just signed up, who has 0 subscribers, but makes a post, gives them an opportunity to get off of 0. They're going to earn off 0. That's a good goal. And so we are, the first thing, we are going to do that. Now, one of the other complications is that it's, you have to be careful when you make a policy change like that you have to set the expectation that it might not be permanent. You don't want to move it up and then, oh no, it doesn't work the way we thought, there's unintended consequences, and we bring it back down and then everybody wonders what's happening. So you don't want to do that. The first thing that's going to happen is we're going to show on each post from the very beginning the earnings, including the payment per view. So you're going to have no posts with 0 earnings. Every post will have an earning within a minute or 2. Now, that'll help. Then the other thing, a thing that was announced earlier today, is a 1-week promotion, a trial, where we are taking the activity payment. Internally we call it a stipend. So we're taking that activity payment and we increase it by 500%. So if you're not using the Tangle browser, you are getting 10,000. Is that right? 20,000. 20,000. You're getting 20,000. So we 10x'd it. 20,000 Radmilix every 15 minutes that you're online and active. And then if you are using the browser, you get 100,000. Okay? Now that's gonna increase the expenses of the platform for a week. It just means that I'm going to buy, $40 more per day of Rat Milix on P2B. It's okay. It's worth the test. What else can I tell you about that? Okay, so next month the advertisements from the Tangled browser, the Tangled ad network, they're coming into Tangled.com. There'll be text ads within the feed. And every single time you see one of those ads, you'll get the payment from the advertiser. So that should allow us to turn off the activity bonus. Doesn't mean we will, but we should be able to. There should be enough distribution of Milix for new users and existing users and active users and non-active users for them to be incentivized to come back tomorrow. And we can kind of change, we can play with that more than we can with site-wide policy. I'll give you an example. One of Ericsson's other ideas was that when you log in or when you come to the site for the first time in a day today, you get a big payment, a single payment of 100,000 or whatever, which is noticeable, which causes you to want to come back tomorrow. But that's development, and it's a vector for fraud, and that's one of the other kind of elastic counterbalances that we always have to deal with. But with the ad network on Tangled.com embedded within the feed, if we want to increase the amount that people get every day, we could just make an internal ad for Fiat Leak or Tangled.com, and the ad pays 100,000 Milix. That's already built. And you only see one ad, a specific ad, you only see that ad once per day. So if we want to do a one-time daily bonus, we make an ad that pays 100,000. No development, turn it on and off, adjust it as we want to. Those are the types of levers that I like to have. Okay? I'm still tagging subscribers. Jesse Albert Soto Benjumea posted a video. It's good to know. Yes, Octo, thank you. Money by Fangs. Is it too loud? Okay, let's see what's hot. Now, Danny might be joining the chat. And as I was working on the sound, trying to get the sound just right, which I can't do, I thought to myself, it would be so great if I had access to somebody who had designed, built, and operated sound recording facilities. Oh yeah, I do. He's on a sidewalk cafe sipping Merlot and breaking bread outside the Vatican. Seattle John, what's your irrational fear? Share it with us. Now, when I saw this, actually, you know what? Before I talk about that, I just got to give credit where it's due. His videos, the last few weeks, have been off the charts.
Tangled social community. This Halloween
so good.
season.
Irrational fears. Is any fear irrational? Let's take a look. That's how I'm approaching these comments. Is the fear irrational? Azam Khan has a fear of messages. I have a fear of messages. Nobody ever sends me good news. So of course I have a fear of messages. If I see a message, I know it's bad news. Rajni is afraid of speaking in anger. If he gets fear, he loses control. And he's got to go around the corner and have a smoke. It's a good way to handle that. Time fungus. As a child, I was afraid to flush the toilet because I thought Michael Jackson from Thriller would come out. He's not joking. And he's apologizing formally to his mother and father, who he had to recruit to, as he says, flush his turds. Aerosol agrees. Now, I came in with my own hot take. I said in the Sherlock Holmes movie, in the first one, the bad guy has a glass needle that he holds between his hands, and if you come too close to him, you can't see the needle, but it's going to go right into you and, I guess, kill you. And for after I saw that, I was afraid that one of those needles was poking out of the toilet. So you don't want to sit down on that. I mean, Aerosol has a fear of open water. You think that happens when you live in a mostly landlocked country? He's even more afraid when the water is clear. He doesn't like the feeling of having something underneath him. I don't like that either. And I think that equally scary is the thought of having something behind you, which, if I'm snorkeling, I can only do it for about 10 minutes before that fear of what's behind me overcomes me and I'm on the sand.
In some music boxes,
and by the way, this is exactly why
in which a series of holes have been spaced.
Prime Minister
As
Sandra
the disc revolves, tiny prongs on
wants
the
to
underside of each hole
eliminate all
activate a
sharks,
metal comb,
neutralize
creating a
them.
musical sound. This pattern of holes
Derox
and no holes
is afraid the
represents
door
the
will
two
slam when I'm outside and I don't have the key in my pocket. Me too. Are these unreasonable? I said, first of all, Aerosol said, goddamn relatable. And I said I walk around with 3 keys in my pocket. Sophia, fear of heights. Now, the last apartment that I lived in for the previous 3 years is a big apartment. Penthouse, 2 floors, 41, 42. That's too high. The view was outstanding. As long as I was inside the apartment, I loved every day. But I couldn't really go out onto the patio. No way. I mean, I could if I hugged the window and just sat down and looked out, I could do that. But there's no way I could approach the edge. My knees go weak. And in fact, my youngest daughter told me there's an expression in French.
caused him more fear.
I don't remember the expression, but I think it's call of the void.
It has been regarded
Something called the
as
call of the
everything from
void.
a contraption of the
And it's
devil
this weird
to a gift
thing
from the angels.
that for some people, for me, if you get to the edge of something like a 100-meter drop, your fear is not falling. Your fear is that you'll throw yourself over. That's the call of the void. And it's your mind recognizing danger and simulating and amplifying your awareness and perception of the consequence of that danger. It's not like suicidal. It's just like your mind is saying, "Don't make me do it. Take a step back." I don't like, I can't get over it. Like I couldn't get used to it just by looking over the edge. That doesn't work. Stage. So I guess public speaking. I guess I've kind of overcome that one. Even though I'm sitting in a room all by myself.
Today,
Potentially
Everyone is
millions of
responsible
people are
for
listening to me
themselves,
complain about
whether it will
my
result in
fears.
greater freedom or slavery.
Riazali, one day I was going down the road and there was a car driving fast. It was far away from me, but I was afraid it was going to cause an accident. I've got the same thing. I don't trust anyone on the road.
Choice.
Nobody.
Choice.
My fear is that when I get on a boat, it will be me. The boat's going to sink. Of course, I have the same one. Riding a bike at high speed and a car comes in front of me, I get scared, but there's no fear. Well, what's the difference? What's the difference between being scared but not having fear? This whole topic, this is all upsetting, very upsetting. Seattle John is really touching a lot of nerves with me this week. His videos creep me out. All these Halloween pictures that he's paying people to make, they scare me. G/challenge. Tell us your hashtag life song. What song or album can you not live without and why? I think that Aerosol, I saw these comments. I think Aerosol answered it the way I would answer it. Let's see. King555 answered it, but I'm not going to recognize any of these. Muhammad Man Nawaz Memon. Casting Crowns. Okay, Octo. What does he say? He's listened to this album thousands of times. Uma Guma, Pink Floyd. Is that the album, Octo? I think I probably listened to U2 Joshua Tree more than any other album. I've also listened to Grateful Dead American Beauty a lot of times. But then, albums started to not be a thing. So then what do you do? Shafaiula, I'm Still Standing by Elton John. That's a song. Elton John does have good songs. It's almost like the better the song is, the more difficult it is to listen to over and over and over. Because the reason that the song is good is because it's making you feel something. Well, the more you listen to it, the less you're gonna feel it. So that's why Led Zeppelin's Stairway to Heaven is universally prohibited from being played in guitar stores. And that it's a great song, but you only want to hear it once every 2 years. Tough. It's tough. Adrian says, "We Got the Beat" by the Go-Go's. Now, Adrian knows his music. He runs the Blues Cafe group. He's always posting music. And I think that must be a picture of the Go-Go's. Oh my God, everybody. Based on the stats, we know that Erickson has just posted something for the first time in God knows how long. He tagged all of his subscribers. Okay, Eric, I don't know if Erickson's watching. When Erickson was suggesting that we increase the button, the tip button from 10,000 to 100,000 and the reactions to some other number, I had the exact same independent response that Crank had. Erickson, why don't you just tip bigger? And by the way, you don't tip hardly at all. And then it was a whole big thing. That's when the call started. He just wouldn't let that stand. He had to defend himself. Riazali. Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan. 1994. My best song from 1994. I was really into Pearl Jam and Soundgarden and maybe Silverchair, and right around 1994 Soundgarden Down on the Upside came out. That was a good song. I think I also listened to Boyz II Men, Mariah Carey, Van Hagar, SJHW. He is going back in the day, school days. Chapel service and hymns left a lasting impression. Battle Hymn of the Republic, Mine Eyes Have Seen the Glory. Those are songs that I've heard hundreds and hundreds of times because I was attending church as a child up to 5 times a week. And you see the results of that. Create Account. Come On Eileen by Dixie and the Midnight Runners. I have history with that song. I want to name that song challenge against a radio DJ with Come On Eileen. The game was we're working, we're coding. He was a DJ in college, and we were out at a customer writing code, 2 a.m, and the radio's on, and when a new song comes on, whoever guesses the song and the band first gets a point for each one. And I won with Come On Eileen. Hussein Memon. I don't know. Sam Smith. Homeward Bound. Here we go. Aerosol. He's a living radio. He knows too many damn songs from all phases of the life. Yeah, that's the deal. The Moby Play album is a great album. You know how you know that? It's for when that, I don't know when that was, 99, 2000, 2001. Every single song on that album became featured on a television commercial. Every single one. Some of them on more than one commercial. Now, is Aerosol in the chat? I just saw his video today, his collectibles video. Does Aerosol, does he speak with an Australian accent? Is that what I heard? Daniel Davis came out with a new song, California Residue, about the politics of California infecting Anytown, USA, which is where he lives. And I wanted to make sure that got some promotion. We have sent that to... We sent that song to try to promote that song. We sent it to a bunch of YouTubers, big YouTubers, some radio stations. Who else? Producers of TV shows. It's a political song. So half of the country's gonna love it. The other half of the country's gonna think it's ridiculous. At Susan Givens, Tangled Up. That is what a butterfly egg looks like. Don't destroy these. At Sandra. These are all the pictures that she was provided for her Halloween profile pictures. And she said who provided them. I want to make sure I give a shout out. Sajad Shah. Studio roster member Shazad Shah. She really appreciated that. Some of those pictures are kind of hot. I'm feeling very confused. Octo hit 250 subs, which he likes because he says that is almost 1 sub for every post he's made. In fact, he's wrong. It's more than 1 sub for every post he's made. Octo, I will be watching the eye to see you tag all your subscribers in a post. I mean, what good is having subscribers if you don't tag them? Jonathan Hernandez, can we run nodes on a virtual machine? Yes, you can. You can also run the browser on virtual machines. Does not mean that you're going to earn a multiple of the number of virtual machines you have. Aerosol showed his private reserve collection. Yes, Emmanuel, 5 times per week. Sunday morning, Sunday night, Wednesday night, sometimes Friday night, and sometimes Saturday night. Because my parents ran the youth group and some other group on Friday night, Saturday night, so I had to go too. That'll mess you up. Aerosol has a collection of Mark Gonzalez skateboards, the Gons. I recognize those boards. and I recognized the Gons. And so the skateboards, this, no one's gonna care about Aerosol. The skateboards that I had in my skateboarding career, first one was a Veriflex Vectra. And I really wanted to get an Alva Slash, but it was too expensive. So I got a Veriflex Vectra. Then I got a Christian Hosoi Hammerhead, white with black and red. Then I got a Christian Hosoi Hammerhead Mini, which was smaller. I was small, and that was bright orange. Then I had a Steve Caballero. That's all the boards I had. Now, when I was skating, I was also riding BMX bikes. I was doing both. So when I had the bikes that I had at the same time, I had a Univega, which I didn't want, but it was the one that we could afford. Then I started trading and like selling stuff to buy other stuff. I got an aluminum frame Race Incorporated, which was awesome. Got stolen. Got a check from the insurance company. Got another Race Incorporated. I got a Haro Sport. I had a Hutch Pro Raider. That's my bike collection. Yes, Emmanuel, your mother was a nun and she went to church less often than I did. I mean, what else? What do you want me to say? That's why I am convinced, because I had to go to church. And by the way, this church, I went to Presbyterian church, Lutheran school, and then Baptist school, okay? And none of those three denominations, first of all, none of them in general are casual denominations. But these particular places I was going, they were Old Testament, okay? That is why I'm worried that all the time the earth is going to open up and I'm going to fall into a lake of fire, and that is why I don't think any of those fears are irrational. Thanks, church. GeoMC57 is not afraid that the earth is going to open up and fall into a lake of fire. He is visiting Bali. And he points that out because he says he's making money not only while he sleeps, but while he's on the beach. Now, if you make a post and share it somewhere and you're getting paid per view, you can F off to the beach too and keep getting paid, just like GeoMC57. Hola, soy nueva en esta hedge. Social saludos. That's Spanish. In Portuguese, hoy soy novo en este hedge social. Saúde. Feroz, he's grown his hair back. What else can I look at? Let's go to see what's new. Is that what I want to do? You know what? Instead of that, I'm going to go to top earners. I'm going to go to the bottom and see who I recognize. If you're a studio badger, which means that you're getting 10x promotion, go down to the bottom of this list, start from the bottom, and start tipping content. So the bottom person here made $57,000 in 24 hours. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. The minimum should be $1 million. This list should be going way deeper. Way deeper. The last position should be $1 million plus. Crypto news. Dr. Erickson. Time fungi. News. Saqib Hussein. Now, who do I know? Crypto News is a new group. I don't know who has that. I do know Erickson. I don't really know Time Fungus, but he's part of the Aerosol crew, the skate crew. News, I know who that is because it's me. Saqib Hussein, I don't really know. Is that the guy that has a good hat collection? Hooligan. Why is Hooligan on the bottom of this list? The only explanation is if he hasn't posted. And if he hasn't posted in a few days, he's making passive income. Playing Minecraft and assembling inappropriate things with Legos. G/AI artist. That is criminal. G/AI artist made 63,000. Multiply that by 100, and that's what it should be every day of the week. Shazil. I don't know much about Shazil. Metal Pack. Metal Pack is visiting her mother-in-law, who is celebrating her 80th birthday. And I suggested that they do that with whiskey and cigars. Because we all know that these people that live to 100, that's what they do. They're sipping whiskey and they're puffing stogies. G/something had a good day. G/be amazed. They should get more. That's another 10x they should be making. Butterfly El Mahdi. I engage in these posts. They're AI posts. How many? So 5 days ago. They're doing all right. 25 posts in 5 days, 14 subscribers. They're doing all right. Hope they stick with it. Blake hasn't posted in a while. He's making passive income. GeoMC57 is bragging about Bali. Hussein Momon. Don't know. Joseph Doyle. You know, I don't know how much, 78,000, I don't know how much of that is coming from premium posts because he does do that a lot. He's figuring that out. For Rose, 81. Victory Wealth, same thing. A lot of premium posts. That's in my mind, you know, they can do whatever they want. And I guess what I'm about to say applies more to Victory Wealth than Joseph Doyle. But making a premium post is expensive. And I wouldn't experiment with that too much. I'd be trying to build engagement in an audience with normal posts, get my subscribers up, build the trust that I have with the audience, and then occasionally hit him with a premium post. He's got 7 subscribers. He is fighting an uphill battle there. You might want to make an adjustment. G/social. You don't ever have to tip G/social. The balance that G/social has at its disposal is astronomical. At Sandra, 96,000. Yeah, she should be making more than that. Renardo Hene Darko. Don't underestimate me. I am secretly building something big. Well, he's not secretly building something big. He just announced it to his 1 subscriber 2 months ago. Okay, so he's back. I suppose that Reynardo is back because we sent out a couple bulk payments to every single person that had logged in or joined since January 1st. That brings some new people back in. Nico Diego, criminal. Criminal. That should be 5 million a day. Now, I say everything I'm saying, I'm blaming myself because I should have 1,000 times the audience at your disposal tipping you guys. That's on me. I'm trying. Rajni, same thing. Deserves more. Emil's Castabuelo. They post occasionally. 123 times. Yeah. Maybe they got to make an adjustment. About 100,000. I don't know. Maybe it's going well for them. Maybe they're making progress. Studio. What else? Hot Lutz. Well, they're doing it the adult way. 116,000 from adult content. They are breaking ground in new categories. Adrian, 121,000. No. How many times? He probably posts 8 times a day. He should be making no less than 5 million a day. Jason Bryan occasionally posts funny things. He should make more. Tangled Up should have 1,000 subscribers. Like, comment, subscribe. She should be making more, obviously. Challenge is experimenting with premium posts now. That's run by Danny, and Danny, he said he was going to try to make the live stream, but he's upset. He said he's going to walk back to his hotel from this restaurant, but they take like 5 years to bring the check. I said, Don't be an ugly American this time, Danny. Don't do it again. Not again. Ipapotidus, the philosopher, 148. He hasn't posted in a while. Understandable. Hattie Hat should be making 20 times that. We got to figure that out. I'm glad to see that GAC26 has found his audience. 212? I hope he's encouraged, because there is an audience for GAC26. Octo! What did Octo post lately? He did a garden. So he did a garden video, and he did a trail video. And probably, I don't think anything after that. Oh my God, there's Danny. Look at that, there he is. He says he was very polite. Bora Urgel, another guy that should be making 20 times. Enrique is doing just fine. He doesn't post that much, but that guy is such a big affiliate. So, my stat page has been running for 19 hours. 70 million Milix transacted. That does not count affiliate payments. There have been 12,000 payments, 900 posts, 2,000 reactions, 3,000 tags, 127 comments, 436 subscriptions, 162 new users. 120 of those are Enrique. Now, those comments, that's one of the things I'd like to nudge up. The comments. Comments really, it's really the top category of reaction. Conversations are good. And one of the things that I want to do is I want to allow you to subscribe to a post. So, you can subscribe to a post, and then you're going to get notifications when something happens on that post. Even if it's not somebody replying to you, but just knowing that the conversation is continuing, I think will help with comments. Maybe. I don't know. What else can we do for comments? SJHW deserves everything he gets and 10 times more. What do I deserve? Crypto Knowledge. This is an Octo group. So this one, I wish this one was higher. It's 1 million, and that's good, but the problem is that 1 million came from me. So really it's 32,000 from the community. So he's got to, maybe he's got to make some adjustments. 137 subscribers. You might want to mention the subscribers on those posts, see what happens. You know, ideally, you shouldn't be afraid of mentioning all your subscribers. I mean, I am. I hesitate to do it. I only do it once a day, but I don't know if I should. Maybe I should do it every time, because it is a payment to your subscriber. And that even came up in our conversation this morning when we were talking about everyone earning more, everyone getting bigger balances, which causes them to interact more. And if somebody is sharp and pays attention to the stats page, they see who is mentioning their subscribers. And if they're sharp, they would subscribe to that person. They would subscribe to every single person that they see mentioning their subscribers, because every single time it's going to be a payment to them. Octo says he does it often. That's good to hear. Does Octo, do you mention subscribers on Crypto-Knowledge? Helton26, that is a tip from me because he's uploading videos in Portuguese. If you make a video of yourself, I'm going to tip it 1 million. You know, that's the new policy. Riazali, I don't remember what he did. That's not from me. That's 1.2 million from the community. That's good. Aerosol, 1.2 million, might have been 1 million for me because of the video, new policy. Seattle John deserves 10 times that. I mean, really, he deserves 500 times that. The problem is that he's dealing with an audience of... So, yesterday, I have this on a report. Should I show it to you guys? There you go. Logins per day. 3,093. That's yesterday. So that's the size of his audience. That's on me. That's on me. But you know, you guys could tell a friend. Let's be honest. Muhammad got 3.5. You know, is Muhammad part of the Pakistan cartel? He is. They really take care of their own. They do it. Rajni has got those guys in line, in shape, and they do a lot of tipping within their own community, and that's a good idea. King 555, probably the same thing. 10 million. I don't know what he did. And Al Perrin, 11 million. I have no idea where that came from or what he did. All right. What's new? Zionist. I don't even know what that word means really. AI artist. We did this one yesterday. Zionist. Kobe Bryant. Is that new? Did they just record that yesterday? Zionist. Bike Shada Hall. The caption of this photo is wow. Okay, here's I didn't tell you guys this, but I'll tell it to you now, because Rajni accused me of being one of the only people on Tango Social who speaks the truth, which is not true. But I'll do that now. I will prove him right. When I was having the conversation with Crank and Erickson, here is my thesis. You tell me if I'm wrong. 90% of the users don't post. 90% of the posts suck. The job of the audience is to reward the good content. The size of the reward that the good content gets is based on the size of the audience, not the size of the reactions. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which one of those 4 things that I just said is incorrect? Get a coffee, Danny. Danny, your bio clock is telling you that it's 10:48 in the morning. You just had an early wake up. Have an espresso. David Cook. Yeah, there was a mass shooting in Maine yesterday. Hello world. This is what I do. Hello world. I want to get a stream of new users on the stat page, because there are a lot. Well, there's 162 of them, but you only saw 10 of them because that's how many posted. Back to the theory, 90% of people don't make a post. But if there's going to be some category of people that really want to focus on welcoming, educating, promoting something to every new user. You would do that by monitoring that stream on the stat page. So I want that. African beads are the best. It beautifies the waist of the ladies. True. Good morning. May you never lack in peace. Tip. Like. Mr. Alam Vai is announcing that breast cancer is painful. Sad. Get a chance for $1 trillion and total ownership of Apple Incorporated by following this link. Every time God closes a door, he opens a window. That's what I'm afraid of. Giaslo, I love you. Happy Halloween. Here we go. I said I would do it. That is Giaslo. Broadcasting from Morocco. There you go. Video of yourself. You got it. Like. Oh, you know what? I should be nicer to Dr. Erickson. his post that he tagged everyone on was promoting this live stream. Sorry, doctor. Heart. Like, comment, subscribe to Erickson. Sometimes here besides the lake. Now, would you put that, what percentage would they put that post in? The 10% or the 90%? You be the judge. Charity like. You know, I think that this is actually, this user, IE Architects, I think that they are actually an architect, and I think that this is actually their work. If you look at this. Do another one. Keep trying. Tip. Bailando con la tóxica. That is Spanish. You can tell that it's not Portuguese because the con has an N at the end, not an M. And it says la, not a. It's dancing with the toxic. Maybe they mean dancing with the danger. Tip. Oh, you know what? I'll do it. And this one, I'm also going to make sure I subscribe. One day ago, and they posted a video of themselves. I see Rajni. Rajni is going on a tip rampage. That's good. Bora Urgel is reacting. Good job, guys. I appreciate it. But like I've always said, don't say thank you with flowers. And I'm not. I'm giving them cold hard cash with the 10x. Thank you, Lil Hooligan. There's your 10,000 back. Plus an I love you. ¿Quieres ganar dinero? Inscríbete y empieza a ganar. Do you want to earn money? Join and start earning. AJ Wilson, were they on the earnings list for the next week? Everyone that is online, yes, I said that. What he's saying is true because it's absolute plagiarism. Can I subscribe to AJ Wilson? Yep. Thank you, AJ Wilson. Octo did a guest post on G/BTC Knowledge. Rap Millix, just pump it. What did I miss? What happened? Is that today? I'm not trading right now. I can. Watch. I'll do something right now. How long will it take my order to appear on this live stream on the right-hand side of my screen? Let's see. The price is going to go from $13.9 to 14 something. I might even get a gong for a volume greater than 100 in a minute. Oh, that, yeah. Okay, Octo, last week. Yeah, this was the hype video that you made featuring the Black Eyed Peas. I didn't notice this promoted.
And a very special
that was a cool video.
On top of it just being episode number
I think
1.
Hooligan liked that one too.
Recording on St. Patty's Day.
Have I eaten? No. Oh.
The best holiday.
Did G/Karaoke do a new karaoke challenge?
Obviously, everybody knows that St. Patty's Day.
Danny.
On good authority, it was
Oh,
the creation of
Danny's asking who won the karaoke challenge.
recipe that is whiskey was created by Mr. St. Patrick
Hooli won the karaoke challenge.
for bringing joy and happiness
Fix.
and alcoholism into the world.
Aaron 031.
Now we want to toast to you,
Something
amazing
fraud.
creator of such an amazing product. Cheers.
Did my order hit Fiat Leak yet?
St. Patrick's Day is celebrated all over the world. Everybody's having a great time. You always see the green beer beers that are out, but what do you actually?
Did I miss it?
I mean, that's like what I think of when I beers. You see people that are all wearing green.
Plenty of
What's your
fish in the
idea
sea.
of St. Patrick's Day.
I mean, realistically, I think about.
Look, that guy's got some muscle mass. That's he's eating a lot of fish.
Just letting it free ball, man.
What is Ecomergy?
Just letting the breeze just walk.
Millic's price tonight on
I'm
P2B.
talking about enjoying life to the fullest.
What was the price?
Everywhere you can. I'm talking about mullets as an outfit. business
Between
outfit.
11 and 14
I'm talking about being, the happiness of the
with
market.
steady volume.
Oh, the full-on happiness of the party.
100%.
Everybody's trying.
By
to
the
have
way,
happiness of the
I noticed that when you look at Fiat League, when I started the stream,
Now, let's remember,
I think it might have
you gotta
said
agree.
that the price change, the 24-hour
Otherwise,
price
things can hit
change,
you. You don't know
was
where they
NA,
hit you.
not available.
There's no giveaway.
That's what happens on Fiat League
So,
It could be really
when there's a gap, when there's no trades 24 hours ago. And that's exactly what happened yesterday with P2B. So if you see not available, that's probably why. Now it says down
but ultimately,
5.72%.
I said the green beers. So like I think of the green beers, but
Octo, go do something. Fix that.
gotta go think of whiskey.
Yeah, I mean, we
How do you
got
fix? Oh, now it's only down 4.4. He did something.
The best.
Good job, Octo.
Jameson.
Oh, Jameson by far.
Uh,
Other that I will accept other than Jameson.
good morning,
I mean, this is
Tangled.
our standard.
MRLL55. Anytime he posts something, it's going to be heavy.
And
This is actually not heavy. Like,
and it's been around forever, man. This is the best.
Rusalisi, selfie with moon in front of my house. Selfie with moon. Is that a new activity?
Sure, and you see it everywhere.
Let me see if anyone else did that.
Every single bar. Anybody can go pick it up. Anybody can go say, "Hey, bartender, I want to go."
In the
Julian, you're
beginning,
not unemployable.
There was sound,
You're an artist.
waves, frequencies.
For Rose, yeah, selfie with moon. I guess I got to do this one.
entered our
Selfie with
souls.
moon. Riazali, he did it.
Music
Tip.
was our survival, our drug.
You know, Danny, at some point you're going to have a conversation with Riazali about getting that studio badge. Because I think he's done 3 activities
Hate, evil,
recently.
and injustice. The music gave us hope, love.
Bora Ergo, would you take it easy? Chill it out.
It was a movement like no other. We are united. A strong force.
Oh, Bora, are you saying you need to chill out because you're reacting so much that you're at risk
Mind.
of breaking your mouse and having to ice down your hand again? More than 3 activities. Rajni says more than 3 activities. Danny. How do I get Danny to do something? Let's see. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go back to hashtag selfie. Is it selfie moonlight? Moonlight selfie? Yeah, Boro, you gotta take it easy. I did this wrong. Danny went to the Vatican today. Bless you, my child. Now, since I am an ordained minister, I can actually do that. That blessing that I just gave Danny, that has serious weight. He actually is blessed right now. I could have also officiated over his wedding. I didn't get the invitation to do that one. Okay, let's call that the stream. And we'll end it on a high note. Lil Hulin owes Bora Urgel a mouse. Bora Urgel owes 3,000 people a tip. And Pope Price is signing off. Bless you all.